Meteorologist Michael Gonzalez back with another update on the tornado-warned storms that have been drifting off to the north. Once again, we had another weather spotter observed tornado. This was very near Menoken. So this storm very recently produced a tornado within the last couple minutes, and it may or may not still be on the ground, passing very close to the I-94 region just north of Menoken. This tornado warning in this box area is in effect until 4 p.m. So for the next half hour, this is about 13 to 14 miles east of Bismarck. So Bismarck, you're in the clear for any tornado-warned storms, any tornado threat in the next couple of hours. But if you're in the Menoken region and north central Burleigh County, there is a tornado warning in effect, and weather spotters did in fact observe a tornado in the Menoken region just a few minutes ago. If we look at the velocity couplet, we can get an idea of where that might be just about now, where these greens and reds are really tight just north of Menoken. It looks like this is passing right over I-94 right about now. So if you know anyone that is traveling on I-94 either east towards Menoken from Bismarck or west from anywhere out to the east, just let them know that now would be a good time to pull over and do not attempt to traverse this storm here, because a tornado was observed close to Menoken. We got the most recent scan of the velocity couplet. It looks like it has just crossed over I-94 just north of Menoken. We don't have any word about how significant or strong this tornado is. We just know that weather spotters confirmed it about 10 minutes ago. So if you were anywhere in this red polygon, this is what the National Weather Service drew out. If you were here north of Menoken or northwest of Mackenzie, now is a good time to get to shelter, ideally a basement, but just put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Get away from any windows. You don't want flying debris to catch you off guard. So to repeat, a confirmed tornado was reported by weather spotters about 10 minutes ago in the Menoken region. It is drifting off to the north at 20 to maybe 30 or even 40 miles per hour. These storms are evolving fairly quickly, and there is no threat to the Bismarck area. This storm is about 15 miles off to the east, but there was a confirmed tornado, and this tornado warning here, this box will remain effective until 4 p.m. Central Time. So for the next half hour, if you are north of I-94, north of Menoken, or northwest of Mackenzie, or anyone that you know is in that area and you don't think that they've received the warning yet, just let them know that there is this storm that has a history of producing brief spin-up tornadoes. Let them know that that is moving into their area. We just got another update. This little hook right here is approximately where the tornado might be. It is just a couple miles north of Menoken now. The spotters saw the tornado near Menoken about 10 minutes ago, so as you can see, it is making pretty rapid progress. And notice that the rain isn't too heavy, but the environment is such, the atmosphere is such that these storms are capable of rotating fairly quickly and producing these spin-ups, as we've seen throughout this afternoon. The velocity couplet continues to show that really close meeting of the reds and greens where the tornado is likely ongoing. So it is north of Menoken. The tornado-warned polygon here will be in effect until 4 p.m. And at the broader scale, we do have a tornado watch that's in effect for much of central North Dakota. Notice also these green polygons are flash flood warnings and flood advisories. So these have also been dropping lots of rain. And as we know, in the last couple of days, there's been some heavy rainfall that's occurred, especially down across much of south central North Dakota. So flooding concerns are definitely there as well. So if you're going to be doing any traveling, be aware of water ponding on the roads. Of course, the more important story here, though, is this tornado watch that remains in effect through 9 p.m. tonight, 9 p.m. Central Time, for much of central North Dakota, including the US 83 corridor, including Bismarck, and including Minot. The only storm that is really a major hazard right now as far as tornadoes go is that tornado-warned storm just east of Bismarck, and it continues to drift off to the north, so it has missed Bismarck, and Bismarck appears in the clear for any tornadic activity for the next couple of hours at least. But this tornado watch from the Storm Prediction Center is in effect until 9 p.m. tonight, so remain weather aware through at least that time period. We'll take another look at our tornado-warned storm that has been drifting off to the north of Menoken. Appears it remains here with that little hook, and if we look at the velocity again, we'll see that there is not only the velocity couplet that was here, but we did just get this new polygon that popped up, a new tornado warning. This is northeast of Bismarck. We can notice again that these reds and greens have begun to coalesce into one area, so another tornado is possible northeast of Bismarck, northwest of Menoken. Notice, though, the polygon line is a little bit thinner. It's not quite as thick, and that indicates that this is a radar-indicated threat. There was no observed tornado here, but this storm here is also capable of producing a tornado. Both of these are drifting off to the north at about 20 to 30 to 40 miles per hour, somewhere in that general range, and they have missed Bismarck, and they will continue to move off to the north. So if you're in Bismarck, it's just going to be a bit of maybe a little bit of heavy rain for another 20 or 30 minutes, but things are generally going to taper as we push through the next couple hours. The tornado watch will remain in effect, but in the immediate future, the next couple hours, the threat appears minimal. So we have these two tornado warnings, as I mentioned, that continue to be in effect for just north of I-94, northeast of Bismarck, north of Menoken, and one of these, the eastern one of these had a confirmed tornado about 15 minutes ago in the Menoken area. The storm is now a few miles north of I-94. Both of these tornado-warned storms are now north of I-94. But if you or anyone that you know is north of I-94 and east of US 83 in these polygons, be sure to take shelter, move to a basement or at least the interior room on the lowest floor of your building, a sturdy building ideally. So a couple of possible tornado risks going on right now. Unclear if this one near Menoken remains on the ground or not. And this one is just a radar indicated threat, but these storms will continue to move to the north and east. I will have any additional updates as they become available, perhaps in the next 20 to 30 minutes. But again, to reiterate, if you're in this tornado-warned polygon until 4 p.m., be sure to shelter, especially if you're along or north of I-94, north of Menoken, and northwest of McKenzie. And additionally, if you're in north-central Burleigh County, there is a radar-indicated threat for a tornado. So remain weather aware for the rest of the afternoon, and I will be back with further updates as they become available, and I will be sticking with you through much of the evening. Thank you so much. Back to regular programming.